Hello, my name is Tommy Marr. I've been asked by Dennis's family to say a few words. Um, First of all, my deepest sorrow, my condolences to Dennis's family, Patsy and John and Deanne, his dad John, his sister Kathy. I can't even. I'm still like lost with this, but you know how much I care about you guys and that you're family to me, and I'm still, I mean, I can't imagine what you're going through because I'm going through it too. But I mean, he was my brother, that's for sure. But I just want to say a few words. Um, I met Dennis when we were 12 years old. I think it was 12 or 13. We were playing handball behind a shopping center in New York. And we became instant friends, instantly. I think the next day we were hanging out at his house. We cut school. Not for you little guys to listen to, but uh, we did some crazy things when we were young, and we used to go to the village all the time. We used to go to the Fillmore and see all the biggest bands in the world, and we did it all, But I really don't want to waste my time talking about that. I'm going to leave all of that stuff, the fun stuff that we did together, to your imagination. And believe me, we had some unbelievable times. Um, what I want to talk about is I want to talk about Dennis Keenan, the man. Um, Years ago, Dennis had moved to Baton Rouge, with Patsy and developed his family, and he was working down there. And I hadn't seen him in a long, long, long time. And he finally came back to New York. He called me. He was wondering if I could help him out with a job in the steamfitters again. He wanted to get back in. So, of course, I didn't even hesitate. I said, let's go. You come and be my partner. Because, I was running the biggest buildings in New York. And, I mean, I can't think of one building over 10 stories in New York City that we didn't do. And so he became my partner. I taught him the ropes. I mean, he had been in the business, but he really never worked in the sprinkler business. So taught him the ropes. He became really good at it. And the main reason I want to talk about this is because, and John would be able to attest to this. When you're someone's partner in a steam fitted business, you actually spend more time with that person than you do with your family. So, I mean, being that we had this relationship since we were 12 years old, it just picked up like it was yesterday, and we had some great times. But the things that I really want to talk to you guys about is the talks that we had. Both of us were family men. Families came first. That's all we talked about was families. And I remember we were working on a job out on Long Island somewhere, and we were sitting outside, and we both came up. I mentioned this thing about renting a house on the ocean, and Dennis says, "Hey, let's do that." So both of our families rented this house together, right on the ocean. I mean, right on the ocean. And it was probably the greatest summer that my kids, I have two daughters that are almost the same age as John and Deanne, and the four of them hung out. Patsy took care of them during the day. Dennis and I actually went to work because I figured out a way to get to work and get back to the ocean by 12 o'clock. So we worked it out. It worked out perfect. But Dennis and I, we had, a lot of people that don't know him might think of him as being a very shy person. And he's not. He wasn't a shy person. He was a quiet person. But when he was a very funny person, he had a very dry sense of humor, like a Bob Newhart kind of guy. Um, and we just ham and egged it so well together, and we had such great times. But the times that I can really tell you were the best times was all the free time that we had together, traveling, from Long Island into the city every day and back, working all day together. I was in bands and he would come to my shows. We talked so much. But I must say, most of the talks that we talked about was our families. And I want to tell you right now, he was one of the most dedicated dads and husband that you'll ever meet. I mean, he was a very special man. He had a great relationship with his own family, with his mom, his dad, his sister, his brother-in-law at the time, John. Um, it was just great, and all we talked about was what we're gonna do, or if we get up there, and it was just so. I can't explain how good it was that we both were on the same page, because I raised my two daughters by myself since they were 2 and 4. So family was everything to us. We used to go to their house. They used to come to our house. Patsy would make some good food, good food. And it was just, I just want to let you know what a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful man he was. And if he's the guy, if you were in a foxhole, you want him in there with you. He had my back always, and I had his back always. And I can't express my sorrow. It took me by complete surprise. I'm still stunned, and I just can't explain the loss. I mean, and I know how close of a family you guys are, and I am just going to sit here and pray that you all get the strength that you need to get through this time, because it's going to be a rough time. But I want you to know something. A couple weeks ago, Dennis called me out of nowhere, and we spoke for way over an hour. And I'm going to tell you something, and this is really for the grandkids too. We talked, that's what we talked about. And he told me how he loved to just go and see his grandsons play. And that was his new thing, and that's what he enjoyed doing. He loved it. He couldn't get enough of it. So I want you grandkids to know that your grandpa is going to be with you always. Always and always and always. And he'll be at every game. He'll be in your heart. He'll be in your soul. He'll always be with you. Don't ever think he's gone, because he's not. He's not. And that goes for you guys too. John, Deanne, Patsy. He's always going to be watching you. I know it, because I know what a family man he is. And that was everything to him. And as bad as it hurts, and it hurts bad, believe me, it hurts bad. But I just want you all to know that I'm so sorry. And Dennis will always be a part of me too for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? It's just, we had a long relationship together. I mean, that was like 58 years, I don't know, something like that. And I just want you to know that he'll always be with all of us. And just don't ever believe that he's gone. He's not gone. He's with us. He's in a better better place, but he's in paradise. He's in paradise now, and God rest his soul. Dennis, may you rest in peace forever, for all of eternity. Know I loved you. I know your family loved you, and just be at peace, because you certainly deserve it. And I'm so sorry to everybody, and you're all in my prayers. Thank you.